Welcome back to Teknobalta. Today, we are tackling a critical issue in RDR2. We at Teknobalta analyzed this specific crash where the game hangs on a black screen and then turns white. This not responding error usually indicates a failure in the initial handshake between the game engine and the GPU. The root cause is often corrupted shader cache files or invalid metadata in the settings folder. Let us begin with the root cause analysis. When RDR2 launches, it attempts to load precompiled shaders from your local storage. If these files are mismatched with your current GPU drivers, the engine stalls. This stall leads to the black screen you are experiencing. We at Teknobalta have found that clearing these temporary files forces the game to rebuild the cache. Before we proceed, let us perform the preparation and pre-checks. First, ensure that your Rockstar Games launcher is fully updated. Second, verify that your Windows OS is not blocking the game via controlled folder access. It is also vital to back up your save files, even though we are only touching settings. Now, let us move to the main solution path. Open your File Explorer and navigate to your Documents folder. Go to Rockstar Games, then Red Dead Redemption 2, and finally the Settings folder. The path usually looks like C: Users, your username, Documents, Rockstar Games, RDR2, Settings. Inside this folder, you will see several files, including some starting with SGA. These SGA files are the compiled shader caches for Vulkan or DX12. We at Teknobalta recommend deleting every file in this folder except for system.xml. Do not delete system.xml as it contains your primary hardware configuration. By removing the other files, you are purging the corrupted pipeline state caches. Once deleted, try launching the game again from the Rockstar launcher or Steam. The game might take a bit longer to load this time as it regenerates the deleted files. If the game opens successfully, your problem was indeed the cache. However, if the issue persists, we must look at alternative methods. Sometimes, OneDrive synchronization interferes with the Documents folder. We at Teknobalta suggest disabling OneDrive sync for the Rockstar Games folder temporarily. Another common culprit is the graphics API setting inside system.xml. Right-click system.xml and open it with Notepad. Find the line that mentions KHR_Vulkan or D3D12. If it says Vulkan, try changing it to DX12 or vice versa. This can bypass driver-specific bugs related to a particular API. Save the file and try launching the game once more. Let us discuss advanced optimization for long-term stability. We at Teknobalta advise performing a clean installation of your GPU drivers using DDU. DDU stands for Display Driver Uninstaller, and it removes all traces of old drivers. This ensures that the new shader cache being built is perfectly compatible with the driver. Also, ensure that your virtual memory or page file is managed by the system. RDR2 is very sensitive to memory allocation issues during startup. If you have an integrated GPU and a dedicated GPU, make sure the game uses the dedicated one. You can set this in the Windows Graphics Settings menu. Finally, we reach the closing and technical summary. To summarize, the black screen is a failure of the game to initialize its rendering pipeline. Deleting the settings folder files, excluding system.xml, is the most effective fix. This forces a clean slate for the engine's graphical configuration. We at Teknobalta hope this technical guide restored your access to the frontier. Don't forget to follow Teknobalta for more professional hardware and software solutions. Stay technical, and we will see you in the next analysis.